Hello everybody and welcome back to GameRant.com. I'm Anthony Taormina, editor-in-chief of the website. It's mailbag time. So we've got something from Teamgee. They've sent us something pretty cool that I'm going to be figuring out how best to show it off, but it's something that I think will benefit me and maybe will benefit you. So I do want to show it off. I want to highlight it because, as you know from many of our videos, I do a lot of traveling. I end up in a lot of situations where I'm working while traveling, or I need access to some of the things that I don't normally have access to. Maybe they're not easy to get access to. And I think this item from Teamgee might be something that would appeal to you because it definitely appealed to me. So what this is a 15-inch triple monitor kind of array for a laptop. So you're essentially adding 2 additional monitors. You get this setup that will not just give you the monitors, but one of the bonuses of this one is it has a power bank. So you're actually giving power to your laptop. It's pretty common to see those monitors, but one with a power bank is actually pretty unique. And then in terms of the specs, they are here. So it's 15.6 inches. It's a 1080p panel, 60 hertz. And then those are the, your contrast ratios. All right, so we got in there, nice foam to cover. Ooh, get like a really nice case there. So there's a few things in here. You get some documentation, how to install, how to set it up, which we'll look at, a user manual, and then quite a few cables. So a like type C to type C cable. You get a type C to type A cable. You get a HDMI to type C, another type C to type C. Then you've got like a little hub type C, it says, to please use this. And then you've got your little power bank with some connections. So in theory, you could just like have this as a power bank, but I assume you would want to use it with the setup. But what's cool is, it comes in this nice little bag with handles on it, so you can carry it around. But we are going to set it up with my laptop. We're going to follow the instructions. And then also there's a little Velcro bag on the back, so you can pop in all your cables, you can pop in that power bank. So to start, determine how many video output ports your laptop has. It is important to note that only full-featured USB Type-C and HDMI ports are compatible. 2 full-featured Type-C connections, 1 full-featured. Okay, so it depends on your laptop, but let's open it up first. So it folds like this. It's got a little like clip there. So then for those who maybe are like, what do you mean by this? Maybe you haven't seen these, maybe you haven't, but you basically get in the center where my head would be where your laptop screen is, and then you get these additional screens flanking you on the left and right, so you get all you can possibly want. So I'm gonna set this up with my laptop. So in theory, this is what it will look like for me, and then I can show you like what it would look like for you. So you'd want to find your angle of choice, put your screen in there, and then you essentially have 3 monitors. But you don't necessarily always need that. So if you wanted to tuck it away, you can always tuck it away, but we're gonna see what we're doing. All right, so instructions. So you've got I know you can't see me, or see necessarily what I'm doing, but I am explaining it as best I can. You have the angled one, and those will go into, there are these 2 side ports on the back. I can show you that. So they're here. This is nicely angled. So you can get one in there, but you can also, if you do have the HDMI, I guess we'll test the HDMI. And then you're gonna be feeding it through underneath. So it is a good amount of like cable stuff. So it's not just necessarily gonna be no fuss. Like there is a little bit of fuss. So here you've got my view. There's the monitor there, but so now you've got this like triple monitor array. So in the middle, that is my laptop monitor. And then left and right, those are part of the extender. So if I like wanted to drag a window over here, could do that. If I wanted to put a window over here, I could do that. You know, you're getting extra real estate. If you're the type of person like me that's used to using like multiple monitors or a bigger monitor, that's a super useful option here. And then as you can see, I plugged in a USB-C port there, and then an HDMI there, and that was able to connect it. I don't know, for those people that do have Macs, you can arrange your displays, go in the settings, but if you're using like PC or something, you can arrange them and have them be on or off, but you are getting the 1080p, so keep that in mind. But being able to have like on social media or a movie over here, and then your main work stuff here, and then over here have, you know, Slack chat or Discord or something like that is super useful. It was relatively easy to set up. Like now that the cables are connected, I can organize them. But then the added bonus is being able to have that power bank. So we'll go back to the main camera, talk a little bit more about it. All right, so here I am peeking over it. I mean, I'm really impressed by this. I think they give you a lot of the options that you would want in terms of like having the power bank to power your laptop, giving you that bag that you can carry around the monitor, but it's super useful. Like it's something that I will 100% use, because sometimes you go on these like longer trips, like Summer Game Fest, for example, and you're in a hotel for multiple days or, you know, whatever it might be, and you want to like set up a workstation, you can have this and have the multiple monitors, make sure everything's powered. You could even like bypass the power bank and just have everything powered into a wall outlet or something like that and be good to go. But this is super cool and super useful. You can also just get a second one. So Teamgee also sells just a single display. It's a little cheaper, but yeah, I can see this being essential for somebody like me that needs that screen real estate. I'll have to get my references and my word processing and whatnot, so that, yeah, it's super useful. I'll put it away, and then we'll talk a little bit more. So you might have been saying to yourself, hey Anthony, what's that extension thing for? The extension thing that I've discovered is for putting it apart. So you pull out the extension. This is actually the top one, but it lets you lay it flush. So you pull out the extension, and I imagine it also would clip onto like bigger monitors, but then you can lay it and they kind of fit in like that, and then you close it so it holds it tight. But yeah, it's without the cables would be super compact, and then you can keep those cables in your travel case, so you can obviously put everything in a backpack. Weight wise, it does weigh about the same as my laptop, maybe a little heavier. My MacBook is pretty light. It's not like super heavy or anything like that. It's something where you'd probably notice it tucked under your arm, but it's not. I would say it's not more than 10 pounds. It's probably like in the 5-ish range or so. I'm not good with weight, but yeah, it's like having this, being able to pop on this power bank and then having a source of juice for the laptop and then a source for the display is useful, because obviously you're using the laptop's battery to power the monitors as well if you don't have it plugged in. So having something to power everything and mitigate some of that battery drain is very useful. But great first impression for the 15.6-inch triple display. Again, you can pick it up on Amazon. Teamgee's display. It doesn't have any like special names, so we'll put a link in the description and direct you where to pick it up. But yeah, that'll do it for today's Game Rant Mailbag. I've been Anthony Taormina. Have a great rest of your day.